Today's video is going to be all about Forex trading sessions. I will show you the ultimate step-by-step strategy to trading the New York, Tokyo, and London sessions alongside the best pairs to trade them with. Now, knowing this simple strategy is crucial if you want to be profitable while trading Forex sessions, and I recommend you watch this video to the very end in order to understand in-depthly what each tool, indicators, and technique I use to deploy this 5-minute trading session strategy. I will also give you more details on why this strategy works 95% of the time and why the special pairs used always align with the session we will trade. So, before we dive deeper into this video, make sure you subscribe to TradeVox, get your pens and notes ready because we are only a few sessions away. With that said, welcome to TradeVox. Okay guys, welcome back to TradeVox, and as you know, in this video I said I'm going to be teaching you guys how to trade Forex session, and this is the 5-minute time frame. Basically, I can classify this strategy under 5-minute scalping strategy. Well, we are going to be trading and looking at 3 sessions, which is the London session, New York session, and the Tokyo session. And in each of these sections, we are going to be trading special pairs which are just part of the trading strategy. So before we dive deeper, let's look at our first indicator, which we are going to be adding to our chart. Now, basically this indicator, what it does is it shows us sessions in the market, where they start to where they end. And basically you can just do that by looking at your time zone right here and looking at the time to know when a session starts. But basically you know that that is going to be stressful as hell. So this indicator is all part of the strategy. To get it, we go to the indicators tab right here and we type Q zone. So once we search for Q zone, we see this one by us caves. We click on it and it should be added to our chart. Now this indicator shows us when the price, when a session starts in the market, using a tick bar right here like this to where it ends. Now basically this shade right here is when 2 sessions overlap, and is basically when there's still a session in a session. I don't know if you understand, but the session hasn't closed fully before another session starts. So that's just how it is. Now before we move forward, we need to set this Q zone indicator to a style that will suit our trading strategy. So we go to this Q zone settings, and as you see, this Q zone comes with 3 sessions, which is the New York session, Tokyo session, and the London session. Well, I want you guys to go to the style and copy basically what I put on the screen. You can change the color to suit your style, but I prefer these colors that I'm about to put here. So okay, so now we have all the session on our chart. I just basically made it easier for me to remember, and for you guys that are copying to remember. The green is a different session, the blue is a different session, as well as the red is another session. So let's go to the Q zone indicator back, and the inputs, we should turn off all the old indicators right here. So our chart is looking fresh and useful again. Now before we go further into this strategy, we are going to be adding another indicator which will act altogether as our confluence indicator. So to get this indicator, we go to the indicators tab and we search for 3EMA. Right here, this one by Hugen, and we click on it, it should be added to our chart. Now, on the very first time you add this indicator to your chart, it shows you only a moving average. That is a single moving average. That is because we need to go to the settings to adjust some style. Now, under style, we can see that the EMA has 3 indicators, which is the moving average 10, 50, and 200 all together in a single moving average indicator script. So we should first untick this 200 moving average, as we will not be using it for this strategy, but we will change the color of the moving average 50 so it will be more visible to us on the chart. Let's change it to blue. Okay, now we have this EMA on our chart, and basically we are just going to be using this moving average for confluence to our strategy. So basically the strategy is simply breakouts. Once price hovers in one place, we draw a trend line, and once price breaks the trend line, it should go in our direction always. Now, this doesn't happen very much all the time. Why? Because we don't trade these special pairs I'm about to tell you. Now, these special pairs should be only traded during this session. If you want to use this session strategy and probably benefit from it for a long while, then use these special pairs I'm about to tell you. Now, you can take notes of the pairs, or you can just put them out on your notepad or your iPad. Now, for the New York session, we are going to be trading only the NAS 100. The Tokyo session, we are going to be trading NZD-JPY. And for the London session, we are going to be trading GBP-USD. Now, these pairs for this session are what I backtested, and it showed very, very good results. Now, we are on the GBP-USD. So how does this strategy works? Let's see how it works basically. We go to the Q zone, and we know that under GBP-USD, we are going to be trading the London time. That's the London session. So we go to the settings on our Q zone input, then we only tick the London session. Now, I want to show you guys something. As I said, we are going to be trading breakouts also. So the first rule we should have when trading the GBP-USD on the London session, and we want to find a breakout, is that the breakout must occur within the session. That's inside the session. Like for example, we can see here, price touched this trend line multiple times before it was broken. We take our sell trade, stop loss, and our take profit. We can just take highest 50 pips. You can see right here again, trend line, price touched multiple times, it was broken, and we take our sell position and another 50 pips before this session ends. Now, why we are trading the GBP-USD only on the London session is that once on other session, we won't have the high volume we are having when a trend line is broken. Like say for example, let me turn on the Tokyo session. Right here, I can turn on the Tokyo session, which is this green. Can turn on the Tokyo session, which is this green, and you can see that price didn't really give us enough push in the market or enough market movement. Markets was just ranging, and eventually when it got to the London session, had a nice trend line break, and wow, market dig deep 50 pips and had another break of trend line in the same session, and markets moved another 50 pips in the London session. So okay, again, let's look at our London session. We see our London session, we had a nice trend line break right here. Now I told you to define a trend line. Price has touched it more than 3 times before it has a break. Now if we see, and we had this trade right here, stop loss slightly above the high of the break, and targets highest 50 pips will be available. And as you can see, the movement when London session was on is just crazy. While in the Tokyo session, you can just see how price is just playing around by itself and being more of in a consolidation. Now, as you can see, the GBP USD has more volume when London session is on. So that's why I advise you, when using this strategy, always focus on the London session when trading GBP USD. So before we go to another session and another pair, let's quickly recap what we are to trade and how to trade it. First of all, we select the pair we want to trade, which is GBP USD, and we turn on the London session. We wait for a trend line break to happen within the session. Then we take our trade and just wait for price to show us super sweet moves like this right here. And if someone would have held this, would have had over, wow, this is just 100 pips. Incredible right here. So let's move on to another pair and another session entirely. So I'm just gonna remove drawings right here, and I'm gonna turn off the London session. This time we're going to be going to Tokyo session. So first of all, we change our pair, NZD JPY. Okay, here we are, NZD JPY. Now turn on the Tokyo session, go to the Q zone indicator, and we take the Tokyo session on right here. Now, as you can see, once Tokyo session starts, there is going to be a lot of volume in the market. Well, we see price made super move by retesting 3 times in this trend line, and we take our short position from the retest. Sometimes there will be retest, sometimes it won't be retest, but all is going to be moving in your direction, and we target this super sweet move right here. Wow, this is really crazy, man. Just look at the movement in price when Tokyo session started. Incredible, right? This should be around 80-100 pips, or I don't really know, but it's really much. Then we come again and we see another trend line break right here. Price touch multiple times, take a short position, high, and TP right there. Within that session, we also had another trend line break, if you could see right here. Yep, price touched it 3 times, and we would have had our trade. And targets highest 50 pips. Now you see that this price respects when these pairs are trading with the session. That is why, guys, it works 95% of the time. Once you use these pairs on the right session, and I assure you, using this strategy to scalp the market, you'll be able to make good amount of profits. Now see other sessions they might be consolidating and having just small moves, right? But once you come to the Tokyo session, I have clear breakout from this range, target highest 30-50 pips. So as we see these guys, let's go to the next session, which is the New York session. And New York session, I said we are going to be trading the NAS 100. Yes guys, the NAS 100. So I'm quickly going to clear the drawings and turn off the Tokyo session. So check for NAS 100. Okay guys, NAS 100 is always known to be always have high volumes. So let's go to our Q zone and we turn on the New York session. Guys, this is not even playing anymore. You can see the amount of volume that rises when this trend line breaks. Just look at this. Take our long position. Target 20-50 pips. Trend line break. Right here. Had this sort of pennant like. Don't know what's wrong with this trend line. Right here. Had this type of trend line and price broke, give us a sweet retest, stop loss slightly, then target highest 30-50 pips. Yes, that's it guys. Now look at what that trend line break costs. Price skyrockets. Now we can see this one right here. Mind you guys, the breakout should occur within the session. Now, I won't specifically take this trade because it had done when the session has closed. Right here. The session had closed and it gave us actually a nice sweet move. Right here, there was no really any trend line break because I don't really see a trend line break. But if you go to a smaller time frame, like 1 minute, you might see a smaller trend line break catch this move because this consolidation here happened right inside the session. So if that happened and I checked the smaller time frame to see a trend line break, then I would have still taken the trade to lead me to catching this amount of pips even if the session had closed. So okay guys, as you can see, the strategy works most of the time and hopefully you guys should backtest it and see how it works for you, see if it suits your trading style. And basically I know for sure that a lot of people use this strategy in my channel to make some profit in the long run. And also I will drop a cheat sheet in my Telegram channel on different pairs and different sessions, when to trade them using different sessions. Yeah, I'll drop it in my Telegram group, so make sure you join my Telegram channel and be ready to make some cash using this strategy. Don't forget to subscribe guys, like this video, leave a comment. Let's look at a bonus pair we had on our cheat sheet, which is the EURUSD when trading the New York session. And right here we can see that price always obeys the session when it is on. So we had a nice trend line break right here. Draw a trend line right here. And here I have a nice sell. Let's look at another example. Wow, just look at this, guys. This trend line break right here, more like a megaphone pattern, and we had our sell positions. If we would have opened our sell position and stop loss slightly above, just look at this amazing profit, guys. Whoa. Obviously, we should have a target. We should not just leave the market to run. We always have a target, which is 30 to 50 pips gain. And that's it, guys. Always have good breakouts within these pairs when trading them in the right session. Right here, we had a trendline break. Had a nice sell. Let's had that nice profit right there. So okay, guys, you can go on and on, but only these special pairs would have this amount of volume when trading in these specific sessions. So don't forget, guys, to join the Telegram group, get the cheat sheet, and make money, guys. With that said, see you in the next video. Peace.